How's it going, guys? Coach Dan here, Black Diamond Mixed Martial Arts, and today I'm going to go into one of my favorite guard drills. So we're going to talk about some kind of X-guard transitions I like to use as a little bit of a drill here. So I'm going to begin in this position with Nate, and I can set up the X-guard however I want. The majority of this drill is going to involve my transitions once I get there. I can set it up however I want. Oftentimes, I like to hook a foot in the same side hand, so my ankle, almost shin to shin, ankle to ankle. My hand grips the back of the knee. I'm going to bring my other arm underneath Nathan's far knee, lift this foot a little bit, and I place myself into position, snugging his shin up nice and tight to my neck, and ending up in a spot where if I'd like to, I could kick him out for this kind of a battering ram style sweep, or if he stands back up, I might be able to drop this foot, sweep him back, whatever. But once I end up in this position, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my other hand to his knee, and I'm going to duck my head. So I'm going to bring his hand over, grab the gi behind his knee, duck my head, grab his belt, and now keeping contact with this right foot of mine, I'm going to pull my left leg out and bring it behind his knee here. Both hands now going to the back of the belt. As though I'm going for my danfaggella sweep, I'm going to take his back. I could very easily tip him back here and end up on his back. What I do now is I'm going to kick my right leg forward. I'm going to swim underneath with my right arm. And I bring my right foot underneath my left. Here again, I've got that same battering ram sweep and that tip back sweep. Both hands on the gi pin, shift my head, end up in position again. Now, I switch this hand over to his shin, his far shin. As I make this grip, my left foot releases and I pull it up through the middle. My hand grip switches. From here, obviously, I can lift my hips and drive forward. Go into that sweep, I can switch off the foot locks, whatever I feel like doing. But as soon as I get here, I'm going to kick that right leg through again, bang, set up position. Lift, and up here, grip, grip, come through, bang. And then I can go backwards. So I can be in this position, I'm already behind, I'll switch both hands as soon as I get here, both hands in the belt, kick this forward, and I'm in this position. Boom. My head, come through, and sweep. Come off my pack or whatever I want. So normally when I do this drill, we'll have one partner standing up and one guy just going through the transitions as fast as he can, as he can. And someone who's got the stopwatch will randomly say sweep. And at whatever point I'm in, whether I'm in that X guard, whether I'm behind it for the de la heave, whether I'm in front for that double knee lever sweep, I've got to sweep on the spot, end up on top and pass. We go right into the same drill. So could be another minute before the guy says sweep, could be another 20 seconds. But it just keeps people on their toes and keeps them sharp at that transition. So hopefully that'll be helpful for you guys. My mom likes it. Nate's mom.
She loves it. Don't worry. She loves it.
Okay. Now, the other one I have to do it in this position.
Let's do that depth drilling.
Which one?
What I mean,
Like
I think you're one of 5 people that can only do that.
Foot lock one?
Yeah.
Tasmanian devil.
Crazy one.
Yeah, okay.
That one where I was like, holy shit.
Like, oh my lady.
5 times over.
So, it's a tough angle from there, isn't it? But we could kind of go into it on this side, and I'll show it. So sit down. We'll see if it works. Yeah. So. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna do it. I don't care if they say it back in 8. I'm gonna do it. Let me scoot you just a little bit. Alright, how's it going, guys? Coach Dan here, Black Diamond Mixed Martial Arts, and I'm gonna go over one of my favorite leg lock drills now. So I'm gonna borrow Nate, and this is a little bit of an Achilles lock transition drill that I'll use. Sometimes I'll mix in some other stuff like pass and back takes, but initially from here I'm gonna begin in a position where I'm gonna set myself up for a traditional Achilles lock. Scoop up his ankle, slide my hips in nice and tight behind his thigh. Here, set my heel on his hip. So my heel is in, my toes are out. And I'll get a nice bite, nice and low on his ankle here. Getting my traditional Achilles grip. I'll lean over the top. And I don't always have to get the submission. I'm just going through my transition. And I'll make sure I'm really, really tight. To the point where if I did snug up just a little bit more, I get a quick tap out of Nate. Now, I'll go into this position. Often from here, I'm going to transfer to another Achilles lock, another grip. So I kind of go through my repertoire of Achilles positions from this drill. I put my hand on his knee, and I'm going to punch this arm through as deep as I can get it. At this point, once I punch this arm as deep as I can get it, I put my right foot up on top on his hip, and I grab my hands together like this. So my hands are locked. I'm kicking off this top hip now. I get that same submission, or I can just release. When I release, I bring this foot back underneath this far leg here. Then I'm going to cup with my top arm, and as I cup with that top arm, I'm going to grab, if I can, more on the ankle. And as I release with this arm, I lift his leg up and over, and I keep my hand, I keep the blade of that wrist underneath it as I pass it, and close my armpit over the top, locking up a switch grip Achilles on the top here. So I can finish this quite easily, or I can punch this top arm through, get that same kind of figure 4 type grip, step that top leg over as we had before, and get my submission here. Then, this arm swims under, I transfer, put my hand on the knee, swoop up, I get this grip again. Notice, just my knee through, my traditional Achilles grip. I punch all the way through, stomp this foot, lock it up figure 4. Unhinge, my foot goes back underneath. I grab the ankle, pull it over the top, my forearm stays underneath that ankle, lock it in. Here I'm in position. Alternatively, switch my grips, switch my foot position, get that figure 4, finish it here. Boom. Switch back to here. Now, once I've gotten used to this, I can also get used to transferring to the other leg. So I'll slide my hips back, bring both knees up the middle, snatch up this far ankle, bang. And I'll start going through those same transitions. Here, 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 boom. Slide out, come through. Boom, slide out. Transfer into position. Bang. Pass this. Switch up. Boom. So I can just go back and forth, getting used to it, working on both legs. It's really important, as in almost anything in Jiu-Jitsu, for me to get used to navigating leg locks as though they were positions, as though it was going from half guard to side control to mount. I've got to get used to those quick transitions, those different leg lock orientations. This is a cool way I like to do it.